Once upon a time, in the dense heart of the African savanna, lived a German man named Valentino. Known for his deep love of animals, Valentino had spent most of his life studying and caring for the wildlife in the region. His particular interest was in big cats, and he had dedicated years to understanding their behavior, gaining their trust, and even rehabilitating those who had been injured or captured by poachers. One day, Valentino received a distressing call from a ranger friend who worked nearby. A young lioness had wandered close to the edge of a village, limping heavily and clearly in distress. Villagers were nervous, and the lioness was in danger from both humans and the other wild animals in the area. Without hesitation, Valentino packed his truck with medical supplies and set off, determined to save the big cat. When he arrived, Valentino found her lying under a large acacia tree, breathing heavily, her once proud form weakened by her injury. Her paw was swollen, and he could tell she had a painful infection, likely from stepping on something sharp. With calm movements and a gentle voice, Valentino approached her, showing his open hands to signify he meant no harm. The lioness watched him with wary, amber eyes, her instincts warning her to keep her distance. But Valentino had a gift, a rare ability to connect with animals in a way few others could. Slowly, he approached her, his voice a low, calming hum, talking to her as if she were an old friend. The lioness didn't move away. Instead, she allowed him to come close enough to inspect her paw. He carefully wrapped a cloth around it to stop the bleeding, then sedated her gently so he could safely treat the wound. For days, Valentino stayed by her side, camping nearby to protect her from other predators and ensure she was healing. He dressed her wound every day, bringing her water and, when she began to recover, small portions of meat to regain her strength. As the days passed, the lioness grew to trust him. She no longer flinched when he approached and even began to nuzzle his hand with her head in a show of gratitude. One evening, as Valentino sat by the fire, the lioness lay beside him, her eyes calm and full of trust. It was then he knew she was ready to return to the wild. The next morning, he led her to a familiar trail in the savannah, one he knew would take her safely back to her pride. She looked back at him one last time, as if to say goodbye, before trotting off into the golden grass, her stride stronger and more confident with each step. Valentino watched her disappear, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. He knew he had saved more than just a life. He had saved a spirit that belonged to the wild, and in a way, she had saved him too, renewing his passion for his work and reminding him of the incredible bond that can exist between human and beast. Years later, Valentino returned to visit her, unsure if she would recognize him. Wild animals often have strong, long-lasting memories, especially if the bond was deep. When they were finally reunited, the lioness's reaction was likely a mixture of curiosity and joy as she remembered Valentino's scent, voice, or even his presence. In an emotional reunion, the lioness displayed affection by giving him a heartwarming hug. This story became testament to the power of love, trust, and memory between humans and animals, underscoring that such bonds can transcend time and even the call of the wild. This reunion also served as a reminder of the responsibilities and complexities involved in raising and rehabilitating wild animals. Thank you for watching this incredible story of connection and trust between humans and animals. If these kinds of heartwarming reunions and inspiring wildlife moments move you, be sure to subscribe to our channel, join our community, and let's celebrate the beauty of these bonds together. Don't miss out on more unforgettable moments. Hit subscribe and stay tuned for the next story.